everybody. Today we're going to read another story, and today's story is called Giraffes Can't Dance. Giraffes Can't Dance. So right here is the title of our story on the front cover. It's in the bigger words. The author is down here. It is Giles Andre and Guy Parker Reese. So this one actually shows that two people wrote the story, and it doesn't list an illustrator, so we're going to assume that they are the authors and the illustrators of this book. So let's open it up one time. Here is a page that just has the title and a picture, but no authors. So I don't think we're looking for that page. Here's the page we're looking for. Title page. We have the title, the picture, and the authors. Oh, this one says illustrated. So it's written by Giles, and then it's illustrated by the Guy Parker guy. So there we go. That cleared that up for us. Turn the page one time to the first page of the story. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. So if he buckled at the knees, he fell down. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthog started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The elephant danced tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is in those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt into the air. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. "I am dancing, yes, I'm dancing! I am dancing!" Gerald cried. Then, one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we have ever seen." "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and the stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Okay, that's the end of our story. So if you liked it, you can give it a cheer. So did you guys notice that the giraffe's name was Gerald, and that's the name of our elephant and Piggy and Elephant? That's a cool connection. Also, in this story, we're not going to talk about the characters or the setting. I want you to decide if this is fiction or non-fiction. Remember, fiction means it's fake, and non-fiction means it is not fake. So you have to decide which one this is. I'll give you a second. And it is fiction, because for many reasons, such as the animals can't dance and talk to each other, and a cricket definitely cannot play a violin. So if you have any books in your house that might be nonfiction, find a nonfiction book to see what the difference is between nonfiction and fiction. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Friday. Bye.